Hey, before we start, I want to ask you something. When someone speaks to you in English, do you understand them perfectly? But then when it's your turn to speak, your mind just goes completely blank?
Oh my goodness, yes. That feeling is so real. You understand everything they say, but then they look at you waiting for your answer, and suddenly you forget every single word you ever learned.
Exactly. And it's not because you're bad at English, it's because you've been studying English, but you haven't been living in English. There's a big difference.
A huge difference. And that's exactly why we're here today.
Today, Michael and Sarah, that's us, are going to talk with you for the next 30 minutes. We're going to cover real everyday situations, morning routines, work conversations, small talk, making plans, disagreements, everything you actually need in real life.
And the best part, you don't have to do anything. Just listen. Just relax. Let the English flow into your ears. If you're cooking right now, keep cooking. If you're driving, keep driving. If you're lying in bed, perfect. Stay there.
Because the more natural English you absorb, the more natural your own English becomes. So, let's get into it.
Okay, Michael, so let's start with something everyone does every single day, morning routines. Because honestly, mornings reveal a lot about a person.
They really do. And I have to be honest with you, Sarah. I am not a morning person.
Really? You seem so energetic right now.
That's because it's afternoon. Ask me how I feel at 7 in the morning, and the answer is very different.
What does your morning actually look like?
Okay, so my alarm goes off at 6:30. I hit snooze. That means I press the button to delay the alarm. I hit snooze at least twice, sometimes 3 times. And then I lie there for a few minutes, staring at the ceiling, trying to remember who I am and why I exist.
That is so relatable. Why do I exist every Monday morning?
Every single Monday. And then I drag myself out of bed. Drag myself, meaning I move very slowly with no energy, like I'm carrying heavy weights. I drag myself to the bathroom. I splash cold water on my face. I brush my teeth. And then coffee. Coffee is non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. That's such a good expression. It means there is no discussion, it's absolutely necessary. Coffee is non-negotiable for Michael.
Life is not negotiable without coffee. What about you? Are you a morning person?
I think I used to be. When I was younger, I would wake up naturally before my alarm. I'd jump out of bed, open the curtains, and feel genuinely happy to be alive.
That sounds terrifying, honestly.
It does sound a bit much, doesn't it? But now, no. Now I need at least 20 minutes to just sit. Just sit with my tea and do absolutely nothing. I call it my quiet time.
I love that, your quiet time. And I think a lot of people need that, actually. Especially now with phones and notifications and everything demanding your attention the second you wake up.
Right? The first thing most people do when they wake up is reach for their phone. And then suddenly you're reading bad news, checking emails, getting stressed, and you haven't even had breakfast yet.
It's a terrible habit. And I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes I'll pick up my phone and then I look up and 20 minutes have passed and I'm still in bed.
We say down a rabbit hole for that. When you start with one thing and then fall deeper and deeper into it without realizing how much time has passed. You go down a rabbit hole.
Great expression. I went down a rabbit hole on social media this morning and now I'm late for work. We've all been there.
Every single day. Okay, so what do you actually eat for breakfast? Or do you even have time?
Honestly, some mornings I skip breakfast completely. I just have my coffee and then eat a proper meal later, around 10 or 11. Some people call that intermittent fasting, but I just call it being too lazy to cook.
Intermittent laziness.
Exactly. But on weekends, I love making a proper breakfast. Eggs, toast, maybe some avocado, something that takes time.
I love weekend breakfasts. Weekdays are rush, rush, rush. But on a Saturday morning, time slows down. You can actually enjoy your food, sit by the window, watch the world outside.
And that's a real quality of life thing, isn't it? We spend most of our week in a hurry, always rushing somewhere, always behind schedule.
Behind schedule, meaning you're late or running out of time.
Yes, I'm running a bit behind today. It means things aren't going according to plan. You're slower than you want it to be.
I use that expression constantly. I'm running a bit behind. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
5 minutes in most cultures means 15, by the way.
That's so true. 5 minutes is a very flexible unit of time.
Okay, let's talk about work situations now, because a lot of English learners tell us that work English is the most stressful for them.
Oh, absolutely. You have meetings, presentations, phone calls, emails, and you need to sound professional, but also not too stiff or formal. It's a balance.
Stiff means too rigid, too formal, like a robot. He sounds so stiff in meetings. Nobody wants to talk to him.
And the opposite is too casual, too relaxed, like you're talking to your best friend, not your boss.
Right. So let's do a little scenario. Imagine it's Monday morning at the office. Sarah, you're my colleague. I haven't seen you since Friday. What do you say?
Okay. Hey, Michael, how was your weekend?
Good, good. Pretty relaxed, actually. I didn't do much. Just caught up on some sleep. You?
Same, honestly. I was going to go hiking, but the weather was terrible, so I just stayed home and binged a series on Netflix.
Oh, yeah? What were you watching?
This crime drama. Oh, it's so good. I finished the whole season in 2 days.
Okay, pause. Did you notice how natural that felt? Caught up on some sleep, that means you slept more than usual to recover from being tired. I caught up on sleep over the weekend.
And binge or binge watch, that's when you watch multiple episodes of a show one after another without stopping. It's very common in English now. I binged the whole series last night.
Completely binge-watched. And notice how short the sentences are. In real conversations, we don't say long, complicated things. We say, pretty relaxed, actually. Not, my weekend was quite relaxed and uneventful.
Nobody talks like that in real life.
Nobody. Okay, now let's imagine a harder situation. You have to tell your boss that something went wrong. That's stressful in any language.
Oh, that's so stressful. Okay, so, Michael, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, what's up?
So, I wanted to let you know about something. The report that was due this morning, I'm still working on it. I ran into a few problems with the data, and I want to make sure everything is accurate before I send it over.
Okay, when do you think you can get it to me?
By end of day, definitely. I just need a couple more hours.
All right, keep me posted.
Of course. Thank you for understanding.
Perfect. Okay, so much good language in there. Can I talk to you for a second? That's a very natural, polite way to start a difficult conversation.
I wanted to let you know this is softer than just saying I have a problem. It shows you're being proactive, you're communicating. That's always better.
I ran into a few problems. Ran into is a phrasal verb meaning you unexpectedly encountered something. I ran into some traffic. I ran into an old friend. I ran into a problem with the computer.
And keep me posted, that means keep me informed. Tell me updates as they happen. Really common in professional English.
Very common. You'll hear it all the time. Sounds good. Keep me posted.
And notice Sara didn't make excuses. She didn't say it's not my fault or start blaming other things. She just explained calmly, gave a solution and a new deadline. That's professional communication.
That's the key. When something goes wrong, don't panic, don't over-explain. Just be honest, be calm, and offer a solution.
Okay, I want to talk about something that sounds simple but actually trips a lot of people up. Making plans and invitations. Like inviting someone to do something or politely saying no.
Oh, this is so important. And declining, saying no, is actually one of the hardest things in any language because you want to be polite but also honest.
And in English culture especially, people often don't say a hard no. They soften it.
Right. Let's do some examples. Sarah, invite me somewhere.
Okay. Hey, a few of us are going out for dinner on Friday. Do you want to join?
Oh, that sounds great. Where are you thinking?
That Italian place near the office, the one with the really good pasta.
Oh, yes, I've been meaning to try that place. Count me in.
Perfect. I'll send you the details.
Count me in, that means yes. Include me, I'm joining. It's very enthusiastic and natural. The opposite is count me out. Don't include me, I'm not coming.
I've been meaning to do something means you've been planning to do it for a while but haven't done it yet. I've been meaning to call you. I've been meaning to try that restaurant.
Now let's do the polite refusal. Same invitation.
Hey, we're going out Friday. Want to come?
Oh, I'd love to, honestly, but I already have plans Friday. Maybe next time?
Of course, no worries.
Notice, I'd love to, but always start with something positive. You're not rejecting the person, you're just saying you can't this time. I'd love to, but I have a prior commitment. I'd love to, but I'm not feeling great.
No worries is such a flexible phrase. It means don't worry about it. It's fine, no problem. It's very casual and friendly.
You can use it in so many situations. Someone bumps into you. No worries. Someone apologizes for being late. No worries at all. Someone can't make it to your event. No worries. Maybe next time.
It's one of those expressions that just makes conversations feel lighter and friendlier.
Absolutely. Okay, what if the invitation is from someone you don't really want to spend time with? How do you handle that?
Oh, this is real life. Okay, awkward, overly friendly voice. Hey, we should totally hang out sometime. We should get coffee.
Yeah, totally. We should do that sometime.
Laughing, back to normal. We should do that sometime with no specific plan is the classic soft no.
It is. It's the maybe never. It sounds positive, it's polite, but there's no commitment, no date, no time. We should hang out sometime often means probably never.
Which sounds terrible, but honestly, it's sometimes kinder than a direct no.
That's the thing about social English. A lot of it is about managing feelings and keeping relationships comfortable. It's not always literally what the words say.
Such an important point for learners. Context and tone matter just as much as the words.
Hey, real quick. If this kind of English conversation is helpful to you, if you're learning new phrases, improving your listening, or just enjoying the practice, please hit the like button right now. It genuinely helps us reach more learners around the world.
And subscribe so you never miss a new episode. We put out new English listening content every week, and we'd love for you to be part of this community. Okay, back to Michael and Sarah.
Okay, let's talk about everyday life situations. Shopping, running errands, things like that.
Running errands, that's such an everyday expression. It means doing small tasks outside the house, going to the post office, picking up groceries, stopping by the pharmacy.
Right. I've got a few errands to run this afternoon. It sounds very native and natural.
I actually had a funny experience at the supermarket last week.
Oh yeah? Tell me.
So I was in the checkout line, the queue to pay, and I only had like 4 or 5 items. And there was this big sign that said 10 items or fewer, so I was in the right lane. But then this woman behind me had a full cart. I mean, easily 40 or 50 items. And she just walked into the express lane like everything was fine.
Oh no, the express lane rule. That's a sacred rule.
It's like an unwritten law, and I didn't know what to do. Part of me wanted to say something, but I also didn't want to start a scene.
Start a scene, meaning cause a public argument or drama, draw people's attention in a negative way.
Yes, and the cashier didn't say anything either. She just started scanning the items, and I'm standing there with my 5 things thinking, how?
What did you do?
I just moved to another line. I decided it wasn't worth the stress. Pick your battles, right?
Pick your battles. That's such a wise saying. It means don't fight every single conflict. Choose which ones actually matter to you. I pick my battles with my boss. I pick my battles with my sister.
Because if you fight everything, you exhaust yourself, and often the thing you're fighting about is just not that important.
Exactly. But I do understand the frustration. There's something so satisfying about people following the rules. When someone cuts in line, it feels deeply unfair, even if it only saves you 2 minutes.
It's the principle of it. It's not about the time, it's about respect.
Right. And that's very British, actually. British people are famously serious about queuing. Queue jumping, cutting in line, is practically a crime.
In other countries, it's more flexible.
Very diplomatically said. Flexible queuing cultures.
Can we talk about something a bit more personal, like how people talk about their health and how they're feeling in English?
Yes, this is so important because we all have bad days, stressful periods, times when we're not at our best. And being able to express that in English naturally is really valuable.
So let's start with the basics. How are you? That question you hear 1,000 times a day.
And in English, especially in casual settings, the answer is almost always, good, thanks, you? Even if you're not feeling that great.
It's social glue. It's not really asking for a full report on your emotional state. It's just a friendly acknowledgement.
But with a close friend, you can be more honest. Honestly, I've been a bit run down lately, or I'm a bit under the weather today.
Oh, those are such good expressions. Run down means you're tired, depleted, your energy is low. Maybe you've been working too hard. I've been feeling run down all week.
And under the weather means you're feeling a bit sick, not quite right. Not seriously ill, just not well. I'm a bit under the weather. I think I'm getting a cold.
You'd be surprised how much native speakers use weather metaphors for feelings. Under the weather, a bit foggy when your mind isn't sharp, stormy mood when someone is angry.
Or the opposite. I'm on cloud 9, extremely happy. She's been walking on sunshine all week.
Feeling blue, feeling sad. He's been feeling a bit blue since he lost his job.
Great expression. Feeling blue is gentle. It's not dramatic. It's not, I'm devastated. It's a soft sadness. I've been feeling a bit blue lately.
And if someone tells you they're feeling blue, what do you say? What's a natural, kind response in English?
Something like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do? Or do you want to talk about it? Or even just, that makes sense. It's been a tough time.
That makes sense is so validating. It tells the person, I hear you. Your feelings are reasonable. I'm not judging you.
People underestimate how powerful that phrase is. When you're struggling and someone says, that makes total sense, you feel understood. You feel less alone.
And sometimes that's all people need. Not advice, not solutions, just to feel heard.
Absolutely. And in terms of physical health, I'm coming down with something is very useful. It means you feel like you're getting sick. The sickness is arriving. I think I'm coming down with a cold.
I'm fighting something off, meaning your body is trying to resist a sickness before it fully arrives. I've been fighting something off all week, taking lots of vitamin C.
And if you had to call in sick, meaning you call work to say you won't be coming in because you're ill, you might say, "Hi, I just wanted to let you know I'm not feeling well today. I'm going to take a sick day if that's okay."
Simple, professional, polite. No need to over-explain. I'm not feeling my best is also very natural, slightly more formal than I feel terrible.
And people appreciate honesty. You don't have to perform being fine when you're not.
Okay, I want to get into something that a lot of learners avoid, expressing opinions and disagreements in English. A lot of people feel scared to push back or say they disagree.
Because they think disagreement is rude. But actually, in English, especially in a professional or intellectual setting, healthy disagreement is respected.
Right, it shows you're thinking, it shows you're engaged. The key is how you disagree, the language you use.
So let's do some examples. Give me an opinion and I'll disagree with you politely.
Okay, I think working from home is more productive than working in an office.
That's an interesting point. I can see where you're coming from, and for some people, I completely agree. But personally, I find the office environment actually keeps me more focused. When I'm at home, there are too many distractions.
Notice, I can see where you're coming from. That means I understand your point, I see why you think that, even before disagreeing.
You validate their view first, then you offer your alternative. I can see where you're coming from, but in my experience,
Other great disagreement phrases. I see your point, though I think. That's fair, but I'm not entirely sure I agree because...
not entirely sure I agree is very soft and intelligent sounding. It's not you're wrong, it's I have a different perspective.
And you can also ask a question to challenge an idea. Do you think that's always the case, though? Or what about people who... Questions invite dialogue without direct confrontation.
And sometimes you agree to disagree. We might just see this differently, and that's fine, acknowledging that two people can have different valid views.
So mature. So much better than arguing until someone gives up.
Arguing for the sake of winning is never a good look. Not a good look. It means something gives a bad impression. Losing your temper in a meeting is not a good look.
Oh, that expression is everywhere now. That outfit is not a good look. Lying to your boss is not a good look. Very contemporary.
Very modern, very natural.
Okay, restaurants. Let's talk restaurant English because I feel like this trips people up a lot.
It does, especially because it's a performance of sorts. You walk in, you're seated, there are menus, waiters asking questions. If you're not confident, it can feel overwhelming.
So let's walk through a typical restaurant experience. I'll be the waiter.
Perfect.
So waiter voice, "Hi there, welcome in. Table for two?"
Yes, please.
Great, right this way. Can I start you off with something to drink?
Yes, I'll have a sparkling water, please. And could we have a few minutes to look at the menu?
Of course, take your time. I'll be right back.
Okay, table for two, meaning we need a table for two people. Very standard. Could we have a few minutes? Polite, using could to make it a request rather than a demand.
And the waiter said, "Right this way," meaning follow me. I'll show you to your table. Take your time, no rush.
Later in the meal, you might want to get the waiter's attention. In English, you don't snap your fingers. That's considered quite rude. You make eye contact and give a small wave or nod. Or you wait for a moment when they're nearby and say, "Excuse me, could I get the bill, please?"
Could I get is your friend in restaurants. Could I get a refill? Could I get some extra napkins? Could I get the dessert menu?
And if you don't like something or there's a problem, like the food isn't cooked right, you say something like, "Excuse me, I think there might be a mistake. I ordered the salmon, but I received the chicken."
Very polite. I think there might be a mistake. Not this is wrong or you made an error. Soft, calm, giving the benefit of the doubt.
And most good restaurants will fix it immediately and apologize.
What about paying, splitting the bill?
Can we split the bill? Means can we each pay for our own? Or separate checks, please, in American English. In British English, you might say, "Could we have separate bills?"
And if you're treating someone, paying for them, you'd say, "It's on me," or "I've got this," or "Put it on my card."
"It's on me" is such a generous, smooth phrase. Very natural. Don't worry about it. It's on me.
And the response? "Oh, are you sure? Thank you so much. That's very kind."
Never just say okay when someone offers to pay. Always acknowledge it. Show gratitude.
We want to pause here for a second and turn things over to you, because learning is a two-way street. It's not just about listening, it's about practicing.
So here are some questions we want you to think about. You can answer them in your head, or even better, write your answer in the comments.
Question 1. What is your morning routine? Tell us using some of the vocabulary from today. Are you a morning person? Do you hit snooze? Do you skip breakfast?
Question 2. Think of a time at work or school when something went wrong. How did you handle it? Did you speak up or did you stay quiet?
And question 3. What's one topic you always find difficult to talk about in English? Tell us in the comments. We might make a full episode about it.
We read every single comment, by the way. We love hearing from you. It helps us make better content for your learning journey.
Let's talk about travel, specifically asking for and giving directions. Because technology has made this less common, but sometimes your phone dies or you're in an area with no signal and you need to talk to a real human.
A terrifying prospect for some people.
It really is, but it doesn't have to be. Let's roleplay. I'm lost in a new city. Sarah, you're a local.
Go for it.
Excuse me? Sorry to bother you. Do you know if there's a pharmacy around here?
Sure. So you're going to go straight down this street, about 2 blocks, and then turn left at the traffic lights. You'll see it on the right-hand side, next to a coffee shop. You can't miss it.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much. Is it far?
No, about 5 minutes on foot.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Hope you find it.
Okay. Sorry to bother you. A very polite way to start a question with a stranger. You're acknowledging that you're interrupting their day.
You can't miss it, meaning it's very obvious, easy to see, you won't walk past it by accident. It's the big red building. You can't miss it.
On foot, meaning walking. Is it far on foot? It's about 10 minutes on foot.
And go straight down means walk forward in the same direction. Turn left at the lights, turn to your left when you reach the traffic lights.
Notice how natural the conversation was. Not complicated grammar, just clear, friendly language. About 2 blocks, on the right-hand side, simple but very effective.
And in terms of travel more broadly, airports, hotels, there's a whole set of language around that. Do you have any rooms available? What time is checkout? Could I get an early check-in?
At the airport, where is the boarding gate for flight BA204? I think my bag got lost. How long is the delay?
What's the estimated arrival time? Very common question at airports and train stations.
And if you're on a plane and need something from the flight attendant, excuse me, could I get a glass of water? Could you help me with the overhead bin? Or could I have a blanket, please?
Always could I. Always polite. Always with please if possible. These small details matter.
Let's talk about future plans, both in a personal sense, goals, dreams, and in everyday language, making appointments, scheduling things. So in everyday English, talking about the future isn't always "I will do this." Sometimes it's softer, more flexible.
Right. I'm thinking of going to Spain this summer. Not, I will go to Spain. Just thinking about it, considering it. It's tentative, meaning not confirmed yet.
I'm planning to start a new course next month. Planning suggests some preparation, some intention, more committed than thinking of.
I'm hoping to save enough money to travel next year. Hoping, it's a wish or desire, not a certainty.
And I'm going to. That's a fairly clear near future plan. I'm going to call them tomorrow. Not maybe, not hoping, just going to.
These nuances are really important. In English, how certain you sound changes based on the words you choose.
If you're talking about your goals or ambitions, you might say, someday I'd love to, or one of my goals is to, or I've always wanted to.
I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano. I've always wanted to live abroad for a year. That always gives it a sense of long-held desire.
What about you, Sarah? What are some things you've always wanted to do?
Oh, I've always wanted to write a book. I don't know if it would ever be good enough to publish, but I'd love to just write something long, something with depth.
I think that's a really beautiful aspiration, and I don't know if it would be good enough. That's the voice of doubt that lives in most creative people. But good enough is subjective, right?
That's true. And I suppose the process itself has value, not just the outcome.
I've always wanted to travel to Japan. Every time I see photos or films set there, I think, one day.
You should go. One day can become next year very quickly if you actually book the ticket.
That's the most practical advice anyone has ever given me.
I'm full of wisdom.
Let's get into something very human. Relationships. Not necessarily romantic, just the way we talk about people in our lives. Friends, family, coworkers.
Because a big part of conversational English is about other people, talking about who someone is, how you know them, what they're like.
So, how do you describe someone in English? Let's think about personality first. What are some natural, everyday words?
She's really laid back. He's a bit of a people pleaser. She's very straight talking. He's hard to read.
Oh, I love those. Laid back, relaxed, easygoing, not easily stressed. She's so laid back, nothing bothers her.
People pleaser. Someone who tries to make everyone happy, often at the cost of their own needs. He's such a people pleaser. He can never say no.
Straight talking, very direct and honest, sometimes bluntly so. She's straight talking. She'll tell you exactly what she thinks.
And straight talking. You can't easily tell what they're thinking or feeling. He's so hard to read. I never know if he likes me or not.
That feeling when you're texting someone and they reply with just K, that's hard to read energy right there.
The single K, the most passive-aggressive letter in the alphabet.
Just one letter. Cold, efficient, devastating.
What about describing how you know someone, like explaining the connection?
So, she's an old friend. We've known each other since university. He's a work colleague. We're not super close, but we get along well. She's my neighbor. We chat sometimes, but don't hang out socially.
Get along well means you have a comfortable, friendly relationship. No drama. We get along really well.
And hang out. Spending time together casually. We hang out on weekends. Do you want to hang out later?
Very casual expression. It doesn't mean anything specific, just spending time together, watching a movie, going for a walk, sitting at a cafe.
And if a friendship has become distant, we've drifted apart over the years, or we've lost touch, meaning you no longer have regular contact.
Lost touch. When you stop communicating with someone, usually gradually, without any big falling out.
The opposite. We recently reconnected, started communicating again after time apart. Very common with social media. I reconnected with an old school friend on Instagram.
That happens so often now. You find someone from years ago and suddenly you're back in each other's lives.
Sometimes it's wonderful. Sometimes you remember why you lost touch.
Realistic, but true. Okay, I want to dedicate some time to just filling your English toolkit. Expressions that make you sound natural, fluent, native-like.
Let's do it. These are the phrases that don't always get taught in textbooks, but native speakers use them constantly.
First one, that said, you use this to add a contrasting point after something you just agreed with. The movie was a bit long. That said, the ending was incredible.
That said is so useful. It means, I just said something, but here's another perspective. Very natural in both speaking and writing.
Fair enough, meaning, okay, I accept that. That's reasonable. I don't want to go out tonight. Fair enough, we can stay in.
Fair enough is beautiful because it's not quite agreement, but it's acceptance. You're respecting someone's position. Fair enough, I hear you.
To be fair, this is how you balance an argument. To be fair, he did apologize afterward. Even if you're frustrated with someone, to be fair shows you're being objective.
At the end of the day, meaning when everything is considered, ultimately. At the end of the day, what matters most is your health.
Give or take, meaning approximately, with a small margin. It'll take about 2 hours, give or take. It costs about $50, give or take.
Give or take is a very casual, relaxed way to say approximately. Love that one.
Out of the blue, suddenly, unexpectedly, with no warning, she called me out of the blue after years of silence. The news came completely out of the blue.
And every now and then, occasionally, sometimes, but not often. Every now and then I'll have a coffee in the afternoon, even though I know I shouldn't.
Every now and then. Not regularly, but it happens. Similar to every once in a while. Very interchangeable.
I can't wrap my head around it. I can't understand it. It's too confusing or strange for me to process. I can't wrap my head around quantum physics. I can't wrap my head around how that happened.
Visual expression. Like your brain is trying to wrap around the idea, but it's too big or strange. I just can't wrap my head around it.
And one more. It goes without saying. Meaning something is so obvious it doesn't need to be explained. It goes without saying that you should always be kind. It goes without saying that learning takes time.
All of these expressions, use them. Try one today. Use it in your head while you're talking to yourself, or write it in your journal. The more you use them, the more natural they become.
Okay, we're getting close to the end of our 30 minutes together, and I want to take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered today.
We talked about mornings, work situations, making and declining plans, shopping, health and feelings, disagreements, restaurants, travel, future plans, relationships, and a whole collection of natural everyday expressions.
That's a lot. And if you're listening for the second or third time,
First of all, we appreciate that so much. And second, you'll be picking up new things every single time. That's how listening works.
Repetition is the mother of fluency. The more you hear natural English, the more it becomes part of how your brain thinks. And then one day, you'll be in a real conversation and the right word, the right phrase will just come out naturally.
And that moment, when English starts flowing without effort, that's the breakthrough. That's what we're working toward.
I want to say something to anyone listening who feels frustrated with their English. Maybe you've been studying for years and you still don't feel fluent. Maybe you get embarrassed when you make mistakes. Maybe you compare yourself to others who seem so much more confident.
Please don't do that to yourself. Every single person learning a language goes through exactly the same thing. Every single one.
The embarrassment of making a mistake? Native speakers make mistakes too. I make mistakes, Michael makes mistakes, actually quite often.
Okay, true, but
The difference is that we don't let mistakes stop us. We keep talking, we correct ourselves and move on.
And here's something I've noticed. People don't remember your mistakes nearly as much as they remember your warmth, your energy, your genuine effort to connect. Language is about connection. Perfect grammar without heart gets you nowhere. Imperfect English with real human warmth, that gets you everywhere.
That was beautifully said. Write that down, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, before we go, our questions for you. And please genuinely write these in the comments. We're building a community here, and your voice is part of it.
Question 1. What was the most useful expression or phrase from today's conversation? Write it down. Tell us how you might use it.
Question 2. Which situation do you find most challenging in English? Restaurants, work conversations, making plans, talking about feelings? Let us know.
And question 3. Tell us something about your day in English. Use the expressions from today, even one sentence. Today, I ran a few errands and I'm feeling a bit run down. Even that is amazing practice.
And if you have a topic request, something you'd love us to talk about, leave it in the comments. We take requests very seriously.
If this episode helped you today, even a little, please give it a thumbs up. It takes 1 second and it means the world to us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now. New episodes every week. Real conversations, real English, real progress.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. You didn't just listen, you practiced, you grew. Be proud of that.
Keep going. Don't give up. And remember, every minute of English you listen to is a minute that moves you forward. We'll see you in the next one.
Take care, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.